us through the course. So I want you to have your fingers crossed and listen. And if you want to note anything down, you could as well pick up your pen and write, because we are going really deep into the study series already. Having said that, I want to officially say thank you to Seena for this wonderful time again, and pass the mic to you so that you can continue from where you stopped. Thank you very much, Seena.
Thank you so much, Joseph, for this opportunity. And yeah, so we have stopped from where I will start. So in PL-900 Microsoft Power Platform Fundamentals, we have completed two modules, and the third module from exercise build a basic canvas app that we will start today. So before that, I will give you a conclusion on what we have completed on third module. Let me share my screen. Please let me know once my screen is up. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir, is we can see it, Seena, please.
Okay. Okay, so this is a third module. Describe how to build applications with Microsoft Power Apps. We have completed until this build a business canvas app. So we have discussed about differentiating canvas app and model driven apps. Okay, if you are going for too much design oriented applications according to the business requirements, so then you can choose canvas apps. And for more structured data oriented applications, if you want to create, then model driven apps. These are the basic differences. Yeah, so the app considerations. So data source, Canvas app node dataverse driven, and for model driven apps. Okay, it is a dataverse driven apps. App purpose, this is for the task or screen focused. That means like design oriented. And for model driven, it is back office or process focused. And for the user interface in Canvas app, okay, we can have customized user interface. But for model driven, it's a responsive or consistent UI we can use. So because it is mostly focused on the data driven. And for Canvas app, data device integration is possible, and easily it can embedded with the SharePoint applications and all. And for the model driven, this is user personalization. Okay, so according to the user job role or permission levels, the data will be visible. And then data relationship navigation also there for this. Now we are going for build business basic Canvas app. So the basic Power Apps creator journey to build Canvas apps looks like identify the business needs which that Power Apps can address, connected to any necessary data in your Power application, then design app using controls, buttons, and easy to use interfaces. Then you can your end user can interact also with the data to accomplish the business needs and save and publish. And you can test the functionality as well. And this is the Power App Studio, which is the web interface. We are going to use build the Power Apps. So there is no client to download or install for building apps. So everything is done from the browser by logging into this particular link. So let me take and copy the link. So this is the Power Apps Studio, the web interface, where we are going to create all the applications. So here is the apps. You can see here the sidebar menus. Apps is there. From here also we can select application like, okay, in which way you are going to create. Maybe it's a Canvas app or it's a model driven app. So the best practices before creating any applications or any Power Automate or any kind of applications, okay, application development you are doing. So firstly, you should have to have a solution. So here we are having some steps to create application. So we'll go with that first exercise. Yeah. So for this exercise, we need an Excel sheet because from this Excel data, we are creating Canvas app. Okay, so the first step is create a solution. So this is the a better way to deploy or develop an application in Power Platform. So firstly, you should have to have a solution. So here solution, nothing much like it's a container which holds all the application components. So for example, in an application, okay, the entire business application you are creating. So there you must have a Canvas app, then you must have sometimes a model driven app also you can have. Then web pages, if you want, you can include. Then there is tables. Okay, then there is Power Automate, then Copilots. Okay, so these all are we can include in a particular container that we are calling solution. So it is very easy to export then, like, so for example, this is a developer environment. So you want to, after completing the development, you want to migrate it to testing environment for the testing purposes. And from the testing, okay, you want to send it to the production environment. So there you need as a package only this entire application. If the applications are like part by part in different locations you have created, so it's very difficult for you to transfer or migrate these applications to another environment. So firstly, a solution we need to create. For that, here, just click on the solution and here and provide the name. So what's the name it is assigning here? The display name, real estate solution. Publisher, you can do like a default publisher or a CDS publisher, or you can create your own publisher as well. Okay, so here select a publisher from the drop down list or create a new one. So yeah, I'm just selecting a default publisher. Okay, CDS, and the version is 1.0.00. And now I don't need any other things. Okay, just create it. So this first section we have completed. So I have logged into this portal and there go to the solutions from the left navigation bar and then here click on new solution and then provided the details and create it. Okay, so my solution, this is my solution. You can see here the name real estate solution. And now here, these are the components normally a solution must have. So here, I don't have any components. You can see all are zero. So firstly, what we are going to do is we are going to create a Canvas app from an Excel file. So for what, for that, okay, I have already downloaded the Excel file from here. By clicking on it, it will get download. You can have go from here. Okay, a Canvas app and application name you can provide. So here it is not given a particular name, so we can provide a name like Okay, now skip it. And here for the data, you can have the Excel sheet. So now here, one more thing is there. Yeah. From here also you can have a Canvas app. So start with data by clicking on, and here connect with the external data or CSV files, create new tables or work with the blank tables, or start from SharePoint list, Excel works. Okay, so this also here in this steps, it is saying the same. So here on the Power Apps homepage, select start with the data, then select create new table, select from the Excel. Okay, here it is. This is another tile for this. And from here, import an Excel file or CSV. Just click on this tile and select from device. And I have this in my second. Let me download it again. Okay, it's cleaned up. Okay, so this is the file. Now from the desktop here, so a bit time it will take to get it like, okay. So now here you can see there address, ID, price, size, owner email, and image is there. Is it visible?
Yes, it is. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. And from here, save and open app. So this one will create by Copilot. Okay. So it will, based on our data, it will give some screens and some calculations, some formulas there. Yeah. You can see over here. So real estate listing screen, and here some data. And the Copilot is here. Okay, you can, if you want to add more screens, okay, if you want format the available screen with different colors or different text icons or something. Okay, so you can do that also by the with the help of Copilot. Okay. So it looks like this. Now select the data icon from the left navigation bar. A Dataverse table has been created because when we are uploading the Excel data and it will ask save data and create app, right? So the data will be saved in the Dataverse table. So let's check that here. So here, click on the data. You can see here real estate listing, Microsoft Dataverse. We didn't create this, but it auto created just by uploading the Excel. Okay. So here you can, this is screen if you are taking. So this is the tree view. This, okay, and just expand this and just select screen container. And this entire container is selected. You can see this. Okay. And if I want table name container one, okay, so then only that table name container one is selected. Body container, you can see this body container is selected. So table name label. Okay, so this is selected, and here the body container, you can see again sub containers are there. Sidebar container. So this is the sidebar container of this, and then the right container, and this is the right container. And delete confirm dialog box or dialog container. So this is okay. So here it is, this one. Again, if you are expanding, you can see more components it's added. Okay, this is not created by us, it's created by Copilot, auto created. And here the search input. Okay, so here any product we can search. Okay, or any like product that means, okay, here it is a real estate, right? So any addresses you can search over here. And then this is the search icon provided. Okay, and here when this now expand this new record button. So here it is. So if a person want to, if the user want to add new records, so here it is the plus icon and the new record label. Here it is provided. Then records list. Okay, so this is, it's a record list separator. Now the records gallery. Yeah, here it is. This is a gallery. Okay, and here you can see some programming provided. Okay, so when a particular search has been given on the top, so according to the gallery, that particular item will be listed. So from this gallery, the search will work. Is it clear this?
Yes, no, it's clear. It's clear. Making
Okay,
sense so far. Yeah, thank you.
yeah. Okay, then the select parent. So select parent. So this particular rectangle shape has been selected, you can see. Then the separator for each gallery items. Next arrow. So next arrow is for like, okay, when it is going to select, so it will list or it will show the entire details of that particular item. And here is the body one. So here is this, then the subtitle, then the title. Okay, you can see over here. Now, right container. Okay, so this is the right container. Here it is. And this is the selected record header. Okay, and the main container is this. So when we are selecting a particular item from the gallery, then here the record headers will also display and along with the entire details of that particular data. Okay. Yeah, these are all the things. Okay, it's provided. So if you are, so select this next arrow, if you are deleting what is going to happen and all that. Okay, so it is just showing. So let's run this application. So how can you run this application? So run, that means, okay, it is just you will get the preview of this application before save and publish this. Okay. So here, this is the preview, and which type of like window size or canvas size if you need, okay, you can have. So this is the canvas size. And if you need like, okay, so here, according to the device, okay, which type of device oriented we need, or else like a custom width and height also you can provide. So here it is. If I am clicking this, okay, it is fine. Now clicking on another data. So here it is. Okay, changed. If I want to edit, so I can edit this. Okay, here if I want to change something, okay, so here size 12,000 I have just added, and the owner name Joseph. Okay, so then click on this button save. So it's saved now. Now for the another one, okay, if I want to delete this data, okay, so you want just click on this, so it will give you a confirmation dialog box. So that is the one, okay, which we have seen there in that tree view container. So here, if I want to delete, so it will get deleted or else cancel this. And if I want to search, okay, just for this, yeah. Okay, so it is, you can see only that particular item displayed, and here just click on the arrow button. So it will show the details of the particular data, the one which we have selected. Now, if we want to add new, okay, so here it is. Okay, for the new under this particular item, if you want to add more like the details, so you can add also. You can see a new form is generated. So this kind of like this is like so just by uploading a single document, so you can see an application which is having like all the CRUD operations. CRUD operations, that means create a new item, update an item, an existing item, delete an existing item, right? It's very easy. We didn't do any kind of programming. Now, if you want to customize according to our needs, okay, if you want to add more screens, you can add more screens as well. Okay, so like for example, after adding a new data, so you want to add a particular like a screen which shows, okay, you have successfully added new data, kind of, okay, successful window screen if you want to show, then you can show that too. So if you want to add a new screen, so here you can see when you click on, firstly select this, okay, tree view, and you will see two options, screens and components. Okay, so firstly, screens are simply like the pages. So screen, selecting by screens here, plus new screen, or here the drop down list, the available templates of the screen you can see. So you don't need to design. Okay, you just select, okay, what kind of screen you require. So here you can see there is already a success screen. We can just, okay, we just need incorporate that. That's enough. So here, okay, this is my, so this was successfully completed. So we can just provide this like, okay, here. Like successfully added the data. That is also fine. Or else what kind of successful message you want to provide, you can provide that too. So this is also like, okay, and you need to link this screen with the first screen. Okay, so that would be there. Here the So when you are selecting an icon, so here also it will get selected. So new record add icon. So you can see here on the on select property. Here, whatever the controls you are selecting, the properties of all that controls you can select from here as well and here also. Here in the display properties and here in the advanced properties also the same thing you can see over here. So here it is on select the action and here it is okay the on select is there. And when we are selecting this, okay, what it is going to happen, a new form will be created and update the context with a new mode equals true. So whatever the data we will pass into that particular form, it will add it into the existing database or existing table. So that is the meaning of this formula. This is one formula and this is another one. This exclamatory we are using for terminating, or it's simply act like a full stop. Full stop means okay, one sentence is completed, right? So this is same way. This formula is completed, and this is the another formula for this. The same control we can have multiple formulas according to the requirement. And here we can have like, okay, so after update context, okay, so done, we can have like navigate, okay. Then here screen one is our new screen name, right? The successful screen. So that's it. Okay. So by clicking on this, um, submitting on it, okay, then it will go. Not here actually, it should not be. So we need to find like, okay, which, for example, like by running this, okay, clicking. So a new form is created, right? So here it is. This is the new form. And by submitting on this new form, okay, so that is this one is the icon for that submit form. So after this here, just put a terminator and navigate to what? Navigate to screen one. Okay. Now we will just run this. And if I'm like, okay, adding something here, just click on and just try out. You can see over here, it is cannot save because we didn't put any kind of data there. But the next screen visible, right? Here it's showing successfully added the data, the screen which we have incorporated in this application. Is this clear? This is the way we can add multiple screens. And also like, okay, if you want to edit the controls formulas according to our requirement, we can do that too. So just to do this exercise by yourself. Okay, so there are some like manipulations has been given. It's a very small manipulations only like, okay, property size and all. Okay, we are changing. Just to go for it. And once you have completed this, okay, you need to save this application. So here we don't have the name. So for that real estate application. Okay. So then save it. And so upon saving also, it won't, you can't share this application with any user. Okay, if you want to share the application with the user, then you have to publish it after saving it. So you can see this round trip is going on. So once it completed the saving, we can go for publish it. Okay, yeah, now it's saved and you can see when we are putting the mouse over there, then you can see the saved on date and the time. Now here publish. This is the publish icon. Just click on publish and here it will ask for publish this version. Provide. Say click on it. That's it. So it is published and here the name of the application also it is visible. Real estate application. Okay. Now here this is the one which I have created by using the solution. So now I want to, don't save it. Okay, I want to go back to the solution and add the second application which I have created into this solution. So how we can add that? Here it is. Okay, so this is my solution, the container, and real estate solution. Now here add existing. Okay, and by clicking on add existing drop down, here you can see several options available. What are the components you are going to add into this solution? So here it is app, and I want to add a Canvas app. So then just click on Canvas app. It will list out, okay, what applications you are having. So now you can see this real estate. So whatever the application you just saved and published only will show over here. Okay. So if it's not published, it won't be available here in this list. So this is from Dataverse. And for example, your applications backend is in SharePoint, right? So now our applications backend is in Dataverse only. But in case of, okay, our application, we are searching for the application, the backend is in SharePoint. So here you can select outside Dataverse. Okay, so this is another application which I have developed, and the backend is in SharePoint only. So that's why here it is showing. So from Dataverse, this is the one. So I'm just selected this and click on add. You can see my application added in this particular solution. So this way also you can have application inside a solution. Okay, either you can create by clicking on new button, or else, okay, already the application you have created and you just add in a particular solution. Is this clear?
Yes, Seena, it's still clear. Yeah, still fine. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now our next topic is build a model-driven app. Please go for this exercise. It is available in Learn Link, okay, and PL-900 third module. This is a very basic Canvas app exercise. Now going to build a basic model-driven app. So as I told you, model-driven app, which is a data-driven app, it consists of several components which you can select by using App Designer. So components or component properties become the metadata. So here we can just go for the model-driven app components. So this table shows the different data components which can make up a model-driven app, and also can determine what data app is based upon. So you can see over here the component table, column, relationship, and choice. Okay. So table are items with properties which what you are going to track. And like, okay, there are already available tables you can see in a Dataverse environment. There is contacts, accounts, okay, then accounting, then emails. There are different types of standard tables, activity tables, okay, different types of tables are available. So you can customize any standard table. Standard table, that means we are using, we are calling it as production table also. You can also create custom table from scratch. It's not compulsory, already available table has to be used. Then columns are properties which are associated with a table and help define that table. So you can have a number of columns in a particular table, and there one column you can make as primary column, and another table, another columns. Okay, so as a normal columns, and this primary column should be unique and consistent, and also like, okay, you can connect with another tables as well, like different types of connections. All this also we have discussed, like one-to-one relationship, one-to-many, many-to-many relationships. Okay, we can establish this kind of like, so relationship define how tables can be related to each other. So one-to-many, many-to-one, and many-to-many relationships are there. So this is like adding a lookup column to a table creates a one-to-many relationship between two tables, and it will allow you to add the lookup column to a particular form. This we will discuss later. Now choice, then this is another type of column which shows a control that lets user select among some predefined options. So for example, like, okay, each option has a number value and a label. So choice columns like, okay, multiple values we are just providing to the users to choose between. Like for example, there is an approved column or status column. Okay, so there then we are providing the choices approved or cancelled or not approved. Okay, kind of like different choices we are just providing to the user, and the user can select only from that choices. That kind of columns we are calling choice columns. Now here coming into user interface, the table shows user interface components which determine how users interact with the app and what designer is used to create. So your model driven app will looks like this. You can see over here. Okay, it's not a kind of Canvas app. Okay, Canvas app is having like galleries, okay, containers, then controls, different controls, button controls, labels, text, okay, radio buttons, everything is there. But here in model driven app, we don't have all that. Okay, these are the components for the user interface. So app is there, apps determines the app fundamentals like components, properties, then URLs, etc. Then the sitemap specifies the navigation of your app, and form, which includes a set of data entry columns for a given table. Okay, form can be used to create new data. So here it is an example. Okay, so it's a form field. So if you want to add more form fields, you can add. So this is a table, it has been shown. But here you can add, like if you want to add more data into this particular table, okay, just put a form over here, and then accordingly it will go. So views define how a list of rows for a specific table appears in your app. So this is again based on like, okay, so the views you can have like with the multiple tables also. So how the tables are related each other. So based on that, the views also will get changed. Now the logic. Logic components determines what business processes or rules or automation the app has. So Microsoft Power Apps makers use a designer that is specific to the type of process or rule they need. So here type of logic, business process flow are there. Okay, this will walk users through a standard business process. So use a business process flow if you want everyone to handle customer services request the same way. Or you can use a business process flow to require staff to gain approval for an invoice before submitting an order. Then business rules is there. Business rules apply rules or recommendation logic to a form to set field requirements, hide or show fields, validate data, and more. Then flows. Power Automate is a cloud-based service which lets you create automated workflows between applications and services to get notifications, sync files, or to collect data, or sending emails to the users. Okay, when new record is added or a new record is deleted. Okay, so if you want to trigger an email to that mean. So all these, okay, which kind of record deleted on what are the type, which data. Okay, so the data details also you can send through this flows. Now for the visualization. So visualization components we are using like this way. Okay, you can see over here in this. So this is we already like mentioned this is a data driven application you can create. So here chart, dashboard, embedded Microsoft Power BI we can incorporate here. So charts are individual graphical visualization which can appear in a view or a form, or that can be added to a dashboard here. So different types of charts you can incorporate, like a Power BI, it will looks like. So you can have that too. And then dashboard show one or more graphical visualization in one place that provide an overview of actionable business data. Then you can embed Microsoft Power BI as well. So Power BI adds embedded Power BI tiles and dashboards to your app. So it is a cloud-based, again, the service which provides business intelligence insight as well. So model-driven apps are built using the app designer. It's a simplified user interface which allows you to specify which tables the app is based on and which visual elements should be included. So let's look at the app designer here for one of the available sample model-driven apps called Fundraiser. So this application includes two Dataverse tables. Okay, so this is fundraiser donations. So these two Dataverse tables, first is donation and another one is a fundraiser. So once you define the table, So here you can see this. It will be available over here. Now, once you define the tables for your app, you need to define visual elements which are used to present the data to users. So for each table, you need to specify form and views. Okay, form is for adding new data or updating new data or deleting the data. And for views is for, okay, different types of views you have to provide to the users. So define how lists of rows are presented for each table. So for example, you might create a view to display a list of all active fundraisers. Understood? So it will show, users can select only active, okay, fundraiser. So accordingly, the view will show to them. So these are all the things we need to configure for model driven. So when you are adding two tables or one table or how many tables are there, you need to have forms and views accordingly. Is this clear?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you can
It is
specify
clear.
which specific forms or views to include for a table by selecting either the table form or view and choosing either manage forms or manage views. So here in this example, so an account table in Dataverse, which includes all the columns defined for it. So here in the fundraiser application, you would likely need details related to fundraising efforts, such as an account's tax exemption status. However, it's likely that in the innovation application, you wouldn't need that data. So like, okay, so based on the application or based on the requirement, what kind of data or what kind of views or what kind of forms you have to be incorporated. This is according to the requirement. You should have to define clearly. So it's possible to include multiple forms and views per table also, like not only one single forms. Okay, so for example, like for forms, we can have like all the CRUD operations, different forms we can have, like for example, create a one form, update for one form, then delete for another form. And for the views also, like, okay, so approved products list, or like, okay, who the products list quantity which is below 100 or below 50 or above 500, or the products which are out of stock. Okay, so these kind of views also you can create in model driven apps. So multiple views according to the requirement again. Now, to add new content to an application, so there are several options to choose from. So new content is added to the application by selecting Add Page button. So when you are going to the model driven app, you will get an option on top. Okay, so here you can see if it's visible. Okay, this is plus add page on top. By clicking on plus add page, okay, here you will get some designs like, okay, which kind of page you want to add. The first one is like Dataverse table. So Dataverse table page, which will allow you to display records of table in a full page list view. So the forms also associated with that table, which is included. So some kind of predefined or built-in templates pages you are going to select for this particular application. You will get built-in forms as well. So navigation links, it will allows you to add a URL to the application navigation. Then web resource, it will allows you to display a web resource inside a page. So web resource are files created by developers which extend the functionality of an app as well. Then custom page allows you to design and build the type of page you want by dragging interactive components into the canvas. So here in a model driven app, you can embed a canvas application as well. Okay, this is again like, okay, you want to show some front end kind of things in Canva in your model driven app. Okay, then you can, okay, you already have the Canvas app related to that business requirement. You can embed that Canvas app with your in your model driven app. Now for testing the application, again, the same way how we have done the preview of the app in Canvas app. Okay, so same way, just clicking on or selecting the play button on the top right. The app is put into play mode and you can see the app that displays data based on the choices made in the design process. You can see over here. So this is a fundraise donations, and here some kind of like dashboard, it will show. Then if you are selecting a fundraisers table, okay, so it will show, okay, whatever the related forms, whatever the related views and all, okay, so accordingly we can select. Then the another table also, so accordingly it will go. Throughout this unit, we talked about how individuals can create model-driven applications in Power Apps. So many times, application building is not being done by just one individual. So Power Apps co-authoring features also there, which allow makers to edit model-driven applications together in real time. Okay, so this ability to co-author can dramatically reduce the amount of time also it takes organizations to build applications. So that is another feature of co-authoring. Power Apps co-authoring feature we are using for editing model-driven applications with multiple users in real time. Now use Copilot in model-driven apps. Same like in Canvas app, how we have built an application. Same here as well. Model-driven apps. Okay, we can use Copilot. So model-driven apps typically have large amounts of data in them. So this can make it challenging at times to identify. So Copilot in model-driven apps provides users with a conversational experience where they can ask questions about their data and receive responses in natural language. Additionally, Copilot can help users to better navigate their app, provide AI-generated suggestions to help filling out forms. Okay, so any doubts on this model-driven app?
So, Sina, thank you. So I tend to see that in terms of flexibility, Canvas app is more flexible, right?
Yeah, Canvas app is more flexible. Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
because this is a data-driven flow we are
Mhm.
creating, okay, and we can import Canvas app on a model-driven app. That is the best thing we can do. Okay, but for more customization, more design-oriented, please go with the Canvas app then, because their power effects formulas we can use.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so this exercise will take 20 minutes. I will do this exercise on next class. So before that, we can go with this assessment. We can answer best. Can we go?
Moment of truth.
Okay, let's see how
All
many
right.
right answers will come. Okay.
Guys, it's time to unmute your mic and speak. So, which components of the model-driven app would you use to define how rows of data is listed within an app? Our rows, right? Our rows.
Thousands of data. Thousands of data.
How rows of data appear in
Data.
list within the app.
I'm thinking it's dashboard. Seena, I'm not sure, but we can go for
Uh,
we can go for
please make
dashboard.
it. Okay, what about others? Dashboards I'm selecting. Can I select dashboards?
Which components of modern delivery have would you
Dashboards
use to
is
define
not
how
a
rows of
list,
data
just to
appear?
think
I'm
Joseph.
thinking it's view. I'm thinking it's view. I'm just thinking maybe it's view. Could it be?
You.
It should be viewed. Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh my
next
goodness.
question. So I have selected views. Okay. Next question. Can you go? Can you anyone can read the next question?
Why multi-business hubs for a modern delivery hub when they require embedded analytics? Modern delivery hubs allow customers designs. It's modern delivery hubs support embedded Power BI dashboards and detailed analytics. Modern delivery hubs are any data system.
I'll go for the last option.
That's one.
I don't know.
Okay, so why might a business opt for a model-driven app when they require embedded analytics? Yeah.
Modern delivery hubs can connect any data source.
Okay, so this one.
The organization was built to
Model-driven support, embedded Power BI dashboards, and detailed
For
analytics. And
analytics purpose,
right?
the organization
one?
wants to use a cover pattern to
this one or this
fit
one?
should be
as
form.
a secretary.
It's the last one.
Right?
It's the last one.
I take
Which one?
C. C. The last one.
Last one. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm fix
that's-
this. Okay, but okay, yeah. Let's see the
Take
answers.
data outside of customer
Next.
location, which perhaps components should be used to provide a list of available parts in the inventory. Form.
It should be form. Yeah.
Form.
Okay.
You need to
You need to
Now-
create a app canvas and manage employee timesheet, which company should produce smaller list of view and edit timesheet entries. You need to build the app canvas and manage employee timesheets. Company should be used to
I'm thinking it's
align
forms, you know.
to view
Sorry?
and edit timesheets.
I'm thinking it's
entries.
forms.
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 Yes. You need to create a power app canvas.
Okay. Yeah.
New customer service company uses a for this functionality. What do you see? Tick.
So which component is essential for this functionality? You need to create a Power Apps Canvas app which allows users to add new customer records. We have seen, I have shown that formula as well. Remember, in Canvas app. So which one?
Is it looking like gallery control with edit mode?
This one?
Because we're talking about, yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay, let's see. Which characteristics distinguishes a Canvas app from a model-driven app in Power Apps? So that is a difference it is asking. Canvas apps are exclusively built on Dataverse, while model-driven apps can use on various data sources. Canvas apps allow for custom UI design, while model-driven apps are based on a predefined data model. Canvas apps are primarily used for back office. Which one?
so it's B. I think it's the second option. Like what I
Second
asked, right?
option.
Canva,
Okay.
yeah, custom app, yeah.
Okay, now your organization needs to create a model-driven app for tracking project milestones. What should be included in the app to allow users to view project milestone data graphically? Graphically, the data graphical representation of data.
Yeah, so
Charts.
technical, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
chart.
Okay.
Charts.
Okay. Two more questions.
Send the money to
Ah,
Tick.
352.
which of the following is a key characteristics of model-driven apps, which makes them suitable for managing complex business process?
Customizable UI.
Which one?
Which are the following? Customizable UI.
This one, customizable UI?
I think I disagree. Modern driven app. Integration with external sources, maybe.
Okay, so let's
So,
say.
So no. The team should agree because I'm just going for that. So anybody can
Okay.
disagree.
Which
So
is
let's
the
know
kind
the
of
last one we
key
are picking.
characteristics of modern driven apps and make them suitable for managing complex integration with external data sources. Yes.
This one?
Yes, I
Standard
agree on
system.
that.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Then, what feature of model-driven apps makes them ideal for managing complex data relationships? Inherently support structured data models. They allow extensive UI design. They
So
provide real-time.
yeah. So if we talk about relationship, I'm thinking that it is the structured data kind of that brings in the relationship.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's see the answers. Submit answers.
Not show us blood, man. 56.
First one is correct. Second one is incorrect. Okay, why might a business opt for a model-driven app when they require embedded analytics? Embedded analytics, this is the one, Power BI dashboards. We can't connect model-driven apps with any data source. It is like, uh, Canvas app can connect with any data source with APIs and all. But model-driven app is not a fully fledged one like a Canvas app. So the second one, okay, Power BI dashboards only we can connect, we can embed. And then a Canvas app also we can embed on model driven. Yeah, this one, your organization wants to build a Canvas app to improve field technicians access to inventory data while on site at your customer. So here to provide a list of available parts in the inventory, what should be used? Gallery. This is a Canvas app, right? So gallery is the one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now for the Power Apps Canvas app, yeah, this is fine. Which component should be used to allow users to view and edit? Yeah, forms. Forms we are using. Now this is Power Apps Canvas app. Okay, a new form control with a new mode. Edit mode if we are giving, okay, when we are after entering the data, okay, the data should not be visible, right? For example, a form, we have a new form is appeared and a user entered the data, and after submitting, okay, the next user taken the same form, the data what the previous user entered will be visible if you are using with edit mode.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so always it goes to new mode. New mode, that means every time the next user taken up that particular form to add new data, it will come into a new form only.
Okay, makes sense.
Yes. So this is the second one. And here, this is correct. Okay, so because model-driven app is a model-driven app based on predefined data model. And Canvas app allows custom UI design. Yeah. Then here it is, okay, data graphically representation charts. Yes, exactly. And for here, characteristics of model-driven apps, managing complex data first design approach. This is the design approach of a model-driven data first design, not this too. We cannot integrate model-driven with any external data source. No. Model-driven app will work only with Dataverse tables. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one is the right. And the last, the inherently support structured data models within Microsoft Dataverse. Yes, it's correct. So how many correct answers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 correct answers out of 9.
Okay, so 50-something% is an average score anyway.
So next week I will demonstrate the model-driven apps exercise as well. Meanwhile, you can go through the practice for the Canvas app.
All right, Seena, thank you very much. As always, we appreciate you for your time today, and the wrap-up session actually